Good morning, future and fellow weirdos of the flock. Welcome to the party pen, where we have good time. Yes, we have super good time. Hold on. Listen. Yesterday we left off. David and his men were protecting this guy's sheep and sheep herders. Nobody asked them to, by the way, they just did it. And then they go to the dude's shit they were protecting. And they were like, can we have some food and shit? Like, we've been babysitting your stuff. And dude's like, the fuck is you, yo? No. What? I'm not doing that. Who the fuck are you? Right. So then the dudes go back and tell David he was indignant, dude. So David and them got ready to go fight this dude. Well, in the meantime, somebody goes and tells this guy's wife, and they're like, your husband is a dick. And she's like, my husband is a dick. So then she just gathers stuff up and runs it down to David real quick. And, um, she's like, don't kill my husband. He's kind of retarded. Like he has Down syndrome or something. And David's like, no, I was definitely going to kill your husband. And she's like, how about take food? And David's like, I'll take food. Yeah, you just saved everybody's life. Good job. And she said, listen, this guy, he's no good. He's very mean to me. So, like, don't kill him because I have nowhere to go. And David's like, no, I'm not going to kill him. I'm going to take this food instead. And she's like, bet. And she jets back home. And dude is throwing a party for himself. He's like, I'm so fat and happy. Except for my insides. Very sad. So he's getting smashed. And she don't say shit. But the next day, when he's all hungover and shit, she's like, you know those guys you were terrible to? Yeah, I gave them most of our food. And dude went into like cardiac arrest and was in a coma for like 10 days. And then he died. So Abigail was just left there with like the house and the land and no husband. And then David finds out and he's like, oh yeah, no, I gotta marry her. So he marries Abigail, and she's at a house and land and shit. And then he marries this other lady, but we don't know why or how he married her. But I'm just gonna assume he killed her husband also. David's a murderer. So anyway, so David's going around killing husbands and marrying chicks apparently. So that's where we left off, and that is where we are picking up. So come on in, leave your shoes on, stop right there, and grab you some Keep Other People Alive juice. And then come in. We don't have a bowl, but we have a pen, and I will share it with you. So let's do that. And I also have cigarettes. So Let's come in and let's smoke it, read it, drink it. We have a good time. All right, let's go. Do you got your coffee? Your coffee flavored keep other people alive juice. So, we are on chapter 26. All right. Now, the Ziphites came to Saul and Gibeah, saying, David's hiding himself in the hills of Hyla. Right. And Saul arose and went after David. Okay. Hold on. Came to meet me and any. So. Okay. That's Abigail, but what did Saul say? When? Okay. Saul said, David. Okay. And he told David that he's like, I would have killed you. And you have shown me kindness. Right? And now I know that you will be king. And promise me you'll be nice to my people. And David swore to Saul. Okay. And David and his men went to the stronghold. Okay, so I guess Saul didn't say anything. He's like, you didn't kill me, fuck yeah. And David's like, I'm going to the stronghold. And Saul's like, I'm going to go plot your death. Okay, so now the Ziphites came and snitched on David again. This is the second time that they've snitched on David. Okay, and they told Saul where David was. And Saul went down to the wilderness of Ziph. And he took 3,000 chosen men with him to seek David in the wilderness of Ziph. And David sent out spies because he understood Saul was coming. Okay. And David came. So David came to the place where Saul had pitched. And David saw the place where David saw where Saul lay, and Abner the captain. Saul lays in the trench, and the people laid all around him. Then David answered and said to Ahimelech. Okay, so Ahimelech is a Hittite, but I thought he was the priest's son from Nob. But okay. So anyway, that he said to him and Abishai, Joab's brother, saying, who's gonna go? Who wants to go? Who wants to go? And Abishai's like, I'll go. Have no fear, Abishai is here. Right? And David and Abishai went to the people by night and to where Saul was. And he was sleeping in the trench, and his spear was stuck in the ground at his head. Right? It doesn't say head. It says, the fuck? Bolster. And I don't know what a bolster is, so we're going to assume it's his head. So he had the spear right by his head so he'd wake up. Okay. But Abner and his people lay around him. And Abishai was like, this is the second time. Like, God wants you to kill him. Like, why else would this, like, God is saying, kill him. And David's like, no, not happening. He can, like, the battles can kill him. I'm not killing him. He's not going to die by my hand. No. So, and then David was like, as the Lord lives, God can smite him, right? God can do it in war. Because I will be Jesus smashing pissed if he dies by my hand. Listen, it's not going to happen. Nope. And not by my, somebody else can kill him. I'm not killing him. And then David said, take the spear and the water and come on, let's go. So David took the spear and the water and they got the fuck out of there. And no man saw or knew or even awoke because they were asleep because God. So David's like, run that in and out. Quick as shit. It's like a drive-through. Yep. Okay. So David went over and stood on the top of a hill. There was a great space between him and the king's men. And David was like, yo, Abner, you suck at your job. You do bad job. You do a bad job. And Abner was like, the fuck is you talking to, dog? And David's like, I'm talking to you, son. I should kill you for sleeping on the job. You don't stay ready. Keep your head down, your nose clean, your shoes tied. You don't get ready. You stay ready. Listen, you're good or you're good at it. But you suck. You are none of those things. You die. Right. Okay. And then Abner's like, the fuck is you talking about? And David's like, I got your weapons and your water. Fuck you. You do a bad job. And then Saul pops up and is like, David. And David's like, sup, yo? I could have killed you again. And then Saul's like, this is the second time. Why do you keep letting me live? Man, why are you so good? And then David's like, why do you keep coming after me? Listen, I ain't done nothing to you. And listen, if it's like God, then let me sacrifice. But if it's some man, then let's fight. We go to court, we go to war, whatever. Let's do it. But you gotta quit. You gotta quit because I didn't do nothing to you. Right? And then Saul was like, you know what, David, you're super blessed and you're gonna do great things. Right? So I was like, yeah, I don't even know. I have no idea. I don't even know what's going on. So listen, obviously you've been proved. Whatever this was, you win. You win. I'm done. I'm going home. Fuck this shit. I'm out. Right? So I just want to know real quick, what was Abner thinking? And that first time, was there anybody even with Saul at that cave? Like when David and Saul had their little conversation there. Who was there for that? And then this. I'm sure Abner's like, what the fuck just happened? Somehow David ends up with weapons and water, and Saul ends up crying and leaving. Like, I'm sure Abner was like, the fuck just happened? I don't know. But wouldn't you be like, oh my God, the fuck just happened, yo? Listen, we're going to pause right here. We're going to check on water our plants, check on water our plants, check on our cats, grab a refill, smoke a cigarette, and go pee. And we will be, hold on. Now we will be right back. Go pee. All right, chapter 27. All right. So, David said in his heart, I shall now perish one day by the hand of Saul. There is nothing better for me than I should speedily escape into the land of the Philistines. And Saul shall despair me to seek me any more in any coast of Israel. So I shall escape from his hand. Right? So David's like, all right, I'm going to go be friends with the enemy. So this is the third time David's relied on an enemy. Okay, so I'll go hang out with the enemy, and Saul's not going to go there. And David arose and he passed over with 600 men. Well, it was 500, but now it's 600. And they went to Achish, the son of Maach, king of Gath. And David dwelt with Achish at Gath, and David and his men dwelt there. Every man with his household, and David with his 2 wives, Ahinoam and Abigail. And it was told to Saul that David was hanging out with the enemies. And Saul was like, yeah, fuck this guy. And he's like, fuck this guy. I'm not even. Not even. And David said to Achish, okay, so if we're good, then let me have a place in some town in the country that I may dwell there. Because why should I live with you? Like, I am a Jew. You know, I'm like a Jew, so like why should I hang out with you here and like live? Like so and then Achish gave him Ziklag. That's not right. Ziklag. That day. Uh, Ziklag pertains unto the king of Judah unto this day. So, David's Judean then? David's Judah. But he's an Ephraimite. Okay, anyway. Uh, and at the time that David dwelt in the country of the Philistines was a year and 4 months. David and his men went up and invaded the Geshurites, the Gezrites, and the Amalekites. For those nations were of old, the inhabitant. Hold on. So he beat the Geshurites and the Gezrites and the Amalekites. For those nations were of old, the inhabitants of the land. As you go to Shur, into the land of Egypt, David smote the land and left neither man nor woman alive, and took away the sheep, the oxen, the asses, the camels, the apparel. Okay, they ran all their shit and came back to Achish. And Achish said, where have you made a road today? And David said, against the south of Judah, against the south of Jeremielites, against the south of the Kenites. Okay, so I think David wasn't exactly working for the Philistines, it seems like, because these tribes are the ones God has been trying to kill since the beginning. So that might be why they belong to Judah, because King D took it over. That's clever, David. That's clever. Okay. And David saved neither man nor woman alive to bring tidings to Gath, saying, lest they should tell on us, saying, David did this, and so will his manner be all the while he dwells in the country. Oh, so David doesn't wanting. Oh, David didn't leave anybody alive, so they didn't snitch on him and say David did this for the Philistines, because David wanted it to be for Judah. Listen, David is so smart. This murdering liar. So smart. Yeah. And Achish believed David, saying, "He has made his people utterly to arbor him, therefore he shall be my servant forever." Oh, so Achish said, "Oh man, David's doing this against Judah. Man, Israel's gonna hate him. Man. Yeah, so he's gonna be my friend forever. Oh, it's gonna be so great." So we're gonna end right there at 27. I don't know where my bookmark went. Okay, well, we'll use this one. So, we're going to be picking up on chapter 28 tomorrow. And there's 36 chapters, so we got a little over 10 left, I think. I'm not even going to try to math, but it's that many. Yeah, that's how many. So just real quick about this Israel war bullshit. Apparently, Dustin is worried about me making my Bible videos because apparently shit's getting real. 80-year-old men are killing women to save Israel. But that's not really going to save Israel. God is mad at Israel. God is hardening people's heart against these evil people. And, like, it's what God does. It's what he does. We're reading all about it. This is what he does. He gets pissed off. They got to ask for forgiveness. And then he loosens up. And then, God's a marshmallow. And God's doing something, man. We've all felt it. Anybody who has, been feeling stuff in their guts, they knew this was coming. All of us has been saying something is happening. God is happening. And there are many reasons to utterly dislike these people. And people have very valid reasons, but I want to say the reason that I don't like them is because they made God cry. And then these motherfuckers, they make him cry, right? And then 5 seconds later, they need his help. And they ask him for help. After they just crushed his whole world. I can't forgive these people for that because it's so utterly disrespectful. It's gross. It's bug. It's out of pocket. It's whack. It's all of that. And I can't. I can't do it. And my way of thinking, God is getting them back. That's just, God is doing the damn thing, right? So, I don't know. This is just what God does. Hopefully they remember history. And hopefully Americans know, you know, the only way to get through this is to keep telling the big guy, good job. Thank you. You're doing a good job, big guy. You know, cheer him on, be God's hype man. Because listen, God is a hype man all throughout this Bible. He's like, fuck yeah, I want to go do a good job. So that's what we need to be like. Way to go, big guy, do good job. And then he does a good job. So just, make sure to say thank you and keep doing a good job. And we are so proud of you. And things like that. But I don't know. I want to say thank you for watching. I love you. Keep your head down, your nose clean, your shoes tied. Don't get ready. Stay ready. Listen. Be good or be good at it. Love you. Bye.